So I recently did a poll on the channel asking what you guys wanted for the next video. I was kind of really stuck on what I wanted to record. Surprisingly and overwhelmingly, it was for Cobra stuff. I had a thing on there for the Bronco, and I didn't put it on the poll, but the rifle build is complete. I have to go pick up the parts at the gunsmith and assemble it, put the scope on, but besides that, it's pretty much done. So that's a video for a little bit later. The Cobra stuff that I did the poll on isn't what I'm doing today, but it is Cobra related. I realized after that I still have a lot of stuff to do on the car. Even though I'm off for the weekend, I don't have enough time to do everything with everything else I have going on. So the objective for today's video is to get the car in the air, pull all the wheels off, because also today I have a mobile installer coming out to mount and balance the new wheels to the tires that I have going on them. So that's happening later today. And I also want to do the rear brakes on the Cobra. Those need to be done really bad. So that's kind of the goal for today, is just to get the bumper pulled off. I want to repaint the intercooler with the stenciling, clean the intercooler up a little bit, make it look a little bit better than what it did before, and then get the rear brakes done. I'm not sure how much will be in this video. Depends on how much time I have. The thing with the Bronco is the Bronco's gone. It's usually right here. I don't know if you guys probably can't see it off camera. It's off to the side a little bit. 2018 Escape right now. Bronco's at the dealership. The engine is being pulled out. Long story about that, but I'll cover that in a separate video later on, and once I get it back, because I don't even have it back yet. So basically, I still need to do the calipers on the front, the Brembos. Those are supposed to be done today. So today, the calipers may be done, and I may get the Bronco back, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't have a lot of time to do everything today, so I'm going to get started on getting the bumper pulled off and working on the intercooler, and then hopefully I have enough time to get the brakes done in this video as well. The other problem I'm running into as well is this week coming up, after the weekend this video comes out, I was planning on driving the Cobra. We got a bunch of snow recently, so they salted the roads, and today being Friday is the only nice day this weekend. Tomorrow and Sunday, there's more sleet, freezing rain, and more snow, so that means more salt on the roads, and I'm just not sure when I'm going to be able to get the car out at this point. So it's kind of good and bad. The good being I have time now to do more stuff on the car that I didn't really have time to do before, where I may have lost some motivation if I got the car out and started driving, and I said, now I'm not going to bother doing the intercooler and all that stuff. But I was going to do it in SVT, but I decided to change my mind. I'm going to do it in Cobra because I'm not sure how much of the black for the Cobra was going to bleed through or also show with the SVT. So I bought another stencil for the Cobra, and what I'm going to do is just overlay it and then paint it from there. And I am going to clean this intercooler up once I get the bumper off. Also considering painting this lower lip while it's off the car. I may tape it up, scuff it up a little bit and paint it. Haven't decided yet, but I may do that as well because it's already off, so it's perfect time to do it. But I'm going to work on getting this bumper off, and I'm also going to clean the brackets up. The brackets just have surface corrosion on it, so I'll scuff those up, prime those, and paint those as well, and then clean the intercooler up, try to make it look a little bit better than what it does right now. It's just aged, and the aluminum just looks old and faded. So I bought a couple different products to try to bring that back. So let's get started on getting this bumper off and getting this intercooler cleaned up. Really not hard at all taking these off, and some of the bolts on it were actually loose. So it's kind of good that I went ahead and did this, because some of those bumper bolts were a little loose for what they should have been. That will definitely make things much easier. As you can tell, these brackets here are a little bit corroded, and the aluminum definitely seen better days. So I'm going to try and clean this up a little bit and then recoat it with the stencil in red, and hopefully it covers the black fairly well. I wanted it red instead of black, so maybe it'll stand out a little bit more. So I have this all taped off the way that I want it. Pretty much I'm just going to respray these brackets here, everything on it. I picked up, where did I put it? This Rust-Oleum. It's a primer and a paint all in one, but I'm still going to prime it. I was originally going to use these on the calipers. I was going to paint them instead of powder coating them. Didn't happen. So I'm just going to use this instead to prime over this, and then I'll paint it with a black. So everything's finally masked off, and now I'm at the point where I can actually paint the heat exchanger. It was a real pain pulling the backing to get the stenciling on. Doing 5 letters is definitely hard. I wish I'd gone with 3 with the SVT, but I didn't want to have the black parts of the Cobra still showing. So I figured it'd be better to do it with the Cobra and just redoing it with a different color. So I've done a few coats. I think it came out pretty good. I'm not going to do any more. I don't want to clog up the fins or anything like that with too much paint. I also hit this with some solution finish to bring the black out a little bit more since I had the bumper off. The whole time that I was doing this, I had a mobile wheel and tire installer come out, and he mounted the tires to the weld wheels that I have. So I'll show you guys what that looks like now. They're not, of course, on the car, but here they are. So those will be going on shortly. I'm just not sure when. I need to finish up this project, and I really want to do the rear brakes on the car before I put the rear tires on. So we're going to unmask this thing and see how it came out overall. The stencil part really sucked. I wish that it was not that hard, but that's just the way that it is, I guess. You can pull these off. These little ones have to come off, like in the middle, like that. You can take those off there.
Take off this?
Yep, peel it off.
And then what happened?
You just throw it away. We don't need it now. You get that piece off too. So this is how it came out. I think it came out really well overall. There is a little bit of uneven. You can see where the black was on the A before, where it didn't quite line up, but if I didn't point that out, you probably wouldn't notice it. So I think overall it looks really good. I was going to straighten out some of the fins. I just didn't have time between the mobile installer coming out and everything else, but it'll look really good once the bumper's back on. While I've still got nice weather today, I'm going to scuff the trim up on this bumper and repaint it. I'm hitting it right now with 600 grit, and I'll do another grit after to try to smooth out any scratches that are left. And then I'm going to repaint it with a trim spray. I really wanted to get this done today because, like I said earlier, I don't know if this will be the same video or not, but the rest of the weather this weekend is terrible. So this is the only day that I really have to do this as far as being outside with the sleet, freezing rain, and all the crap coming tomorrow and Sunday. I'll hit this with a 1200 to try to smooth out any scratches, and then wipe it down with a cleaner and finish masking off the bumper and then spray it. Whoops, you get that part there? Never mind, I got it. And we need to do up under here too. On. So I picked up this Rust-Oleum trim and bumper and trim spray. Never used it before. I wanted to use the SEM paint that people use for trim and stuff like that, but I just didn't have time to order it. So we're going to see how this stuff works, and hopefully it comes out pretty well. So this is after 2 coats. I'm probably not going to do another coat on it. You can still see there's some scratches in here. I didn't want to dig down real deep into this material. I didn't want to take too much of it off. I just basically wanted to get the faded look that was on this off, because it was just really faded and it just looked like crap. So we're going to unmask this and see how it looks. I might have some pictures beforehand that I'll throw up how faded and crappy this looked before I painted it. I forgot to do some video before I painted it, but as a lot of you probably know with these cars, the bottom trim piece here gets pretty bad over time. Well, this is how it came out. I think it looks pretty good as compared to what it looked like before. It was pretty crappy beforehand, so I'm happy with how it came out. I still have to throw the fog light bezels in. I didn't get a chance to do that today. It's already 4 o'clock now. So I'll do that later on before the bumper goes back on, but I'll get some video or some pictures of that for the next video that I do. But for now, I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm just going to clean up and that'll pretty much be it for me. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. At least I got a lot done on the Cobra today. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave it a like. But above all else, thanks for watching.